So if you're watching this, it's probably because you had a broken tibia or a broken fibula or both like me, and that's what this video is going to be about. So if I was to give somebody some information that would help them through their injury and their recovery, it would be this. So the first 2 weeks of a tibia and fibula fracture are probably the worst. The third week isn't much better, but it is better. The hardest parts were probably showering, getting in and out of bed, just getting around in general was hard until I got a wheelchair. The wheelchair helped a bunch. I definitely recommend it, especially with such a major injury. So one thing that helped me was just spending a lot of time in bed and not doing too much at first, playing some video games, just doing what you can, to make yourself feel happy, feel good. Right now I'm 2 months out of the tibia fibula injury, and I'm actually doing really well. I had open reduction internal fixation surgery, and that's where they basically stick a titanium rod through the main bone in your lower leg. What they did was, this is the broken leg, and they cut open the top of my knee, and they said that there was an open space where they can slide the rod through, and it goes into the bone, and they secured it with screws on the top and on my ankle here. And I'm a day before 2 months coming away from the injury, and I would say that my recovery has been extremely fast. I'm fortunate that I'm still young when this injury happened, and I made a fast recovery. The bone is not fully healed yet. It's not even close. But since they put that titanium rod and the screws in there, the leg is fully stabilized. So I'm able to walk, I'm able to bike, and I'm able to do most of the things that I would usually like to do. Obviously I can't run, I can't skateboard. I'm very grateful though that they did that surgery, because otherwise I would be in a full leg cast for apparently like 7 to 8 months is what it used to be. So I'm super grateful. One thing that was hard was the leg atrophy. So the muscles in my right leg, which is where the injury occurred, were very much smaller than my left leg. Getting on the stationary trainer just to, move around the muscles and build up some more range of motion. It's low impact, so it's not very painful to ride a bike when you first get the injury. It made me feel a lot better. So I'm glad that I did that. They gave me a boot, sort of like one of those ones that goes up to just below the knee. They had me walking on the leg the second day after the surgery, which I was extremely surprised by. I didn't think I'd be walking on that leg for quite a while. It was about a month or three and a half weeks after the incident that I was able to walk with the boot on without a crutch, and then I think it was like the 6th week that I was able to take a few steps without the boot on, and that was really great. That was a big accomplishment for me, and I felt happy that I was able to be back on my feet. But by no means was it comfortable to walk. I was only able to put pressure on my heel, no pressure on the ball of my foot, and just generally, uncomfortable to walk. So now at 8 weeks, I am starting to gain a lot of muscle tissue back. I'm starting to feel more range of motion. I'm able to bend my toes without pain. Before, it would hurt for me to bend my toes, or if I was to try to bend my toes, it would just feel very awkward and weird, and there's a lot of soft tissue damage that happens when they have to do that surgery. So, like I said, I'm super grateful that I'm a fast healer because I'm so young and you know, fairly fit, relatively, and you know, made a fast recovery. If you're somebody who is older and maybe is not expecting as quick of a recovery as I had, one thing that will help a lot is to exercise a little bit, as much as you can. 1 minute of exercise a day is better than no minute of exercise a day. It's important just to get that blood flowing. It's important mentally too. Like, it's a big mental game, staying, you know, just sane. It's hard to stay sane. You almost want to go insane when you can't, you know, get out of bed and walk around and, you know, go grab food. It was so hard to just go to the bathroom the first couple of weeks. You know, I'd have the piss bottles next to my bed that they gave me in the hospital, and, you know, I'd use the piss bottle and have to empty that in the morning, and, you know, it was a whole dilemma. And if you're watching this video with the same injury that I had, you'll know what I mean. You'll go through it, but you can make it, you can get through it. It's definitely possible with the screws in the leg, and, you know, it's tough. But if you have the same injury as me, just stay strong. You know, you can get through it. Gratitude helps a lot, you know, just being grateful that we have the medical attention that we have today. Back, you know, 100, 200 years ago, I would have died. I would have died from the injury that I had. Because I had an open fracture, which is where the bone sticks out of the leg, and I was bleeding a lot, but they did a good job of, you know, wrapping my leg up right away and stabilizing it and you know, fixing me up. So for now, peace, guys. Good luck with your injury if you have this same injury that I have, and stay strong.
Man, just absolutely beautiful out here. Riding on TCX. Got the glycogen, got the carbs on me to get it done, and it's a good day out on the bike. So cheers.